girl at airport while I was on a trip. I was on a trip with my family, including my 83-year-old mom. Our flight home was at 6:15 a.m., so we arrived at the airport around 4:30 a.m. After clearing security, we headed to our gate and took seats across from two young women in their early 20s who were fast asleep. As we settled in, my wife struck up a conversation. One of the sleeping girls suddenly jolted awake, giving my wife a scathing glare. My wife immediately apologized. "I'm sorry. Am I talking too loud?" The girl nodded curtly, "Yes. Could you keep it down?" and shut her eyes again, expecting silence. A few minutes passed, and then the same girl sprang up again, her face reddening with annoyance. She berated my mother, "Either stop staring at me or move to a different seat. I can't sleep with you staring at me." Her harsh tone echoed through the gate area. My mother, taken aback by the girl's hostility, looked startled and hurt. Her gentle nature made her unaware of how to respond to such aggression. My mother's devout faith made her sensitive to foul language, so I swallowed my anger, biting my tongue to refrain from lashing out. I desperately wanted to put this rude girl in her place, but I prioritized sparing my mother further distress. Instead, I locked eyes with the girl, shooting her a piercing stare. She glanced up at me once, but quickly averted her gaze, avoiding my intense scrutiny. The tension between us was palpable. I maintained my steadfast gaze, boring into her with an unrelenting stare, my expression a mask of disdain. The girl couldn't withstand the intensity, darting her eyes up to meet mine once, but quickly retreating, unable to hold the connection. For what felt like an eternity, I continued to fix her with a cold, hard stare, my silence speaking volumes. She fidgeted, avoiding eye contact, clearly uncomfortable under my unwavering scrutiny. The air was thick with tension until our flight was called, mercifully breaking the strained silence.